Once upon a time, in a city that never seemed to sleep, lived a man named Zavin Coral. From the outside, Zavin looked successful. He wore neat clothes, spoke with confidence, and always walked fast, as if time itself was chasing him. But inside his heart, there was a hunger that never rested. No matter how much he gained, he always wanted more. More money, more praise, more power. Greed was not just a habit for Zavin, it had quietly become his identity. Zavin started his life with very little. As a child, he watched his parents struggle to pay bills and hide their worries behind forced smiles. Those memories shaped him deeply. He promised himself that he would never feel weak or empty again. As he grew older, that promise slowly turned into fear, and fear turned into greed. He began to believe that if he had more than everyone else, he would finally feel safe. When Zavin built his business, he worked hard, but he also worked without balance. He ignored friendships, delayed family time, and forgot how to rest. If someone succeeded, he felt angry. If someone failed, he felt proud. His happiness depended on comparison, and comparison kept his heart restless. At night, even with a full bank account, his mind stayed awake, counting what he had and worrying about what he might lose. One day, Zavin met an old man named Elric at a quiet tea shop. Elric had simple clothes, calm eyes, and a gentle smile that did not seem forced. Zavin noticed that Elric looked peaceful in a way he had never felt before. Curious and slightly annoyed, he asked him how he could sit so calmly with so little. Elric smiled and said that peace does not come from having more, but from needing less. Those words stayed with Zavin, but instead of accepting them, he felt challenged. He laughed and told Elric that only weak people talk like that. Strength, he said, comes from control and ownership. Elric did not argue. He only replied that real control begins inside the mind, not in the hands. Zavin left the shop feeling uncomfortable, as if a mirror had been placed in front of him. Days later, Zavin faced a big decision. He had a chance to earn a huge profit by breaking a promise he had made to a small partner. No one would notice, and the reward was tempting. His heart raced with excitement. Greed whispered that this was his chance to grow faster, to be untouchable. He ignored the quiet voice of doubt and chose the deal. The profit came quickly, but so did the consequences. His partner was ruined, and rumors began to spread. People still smiled at Zavin, but their trust faded. Slowly, doors that were once open began to close. At home, Zavin felt an emptiness heavier than before. The money did not feel warm anymore. It felt cold and distant, like numbers on a screen. One evening, Zavin looked at his reflection and did not recognize himself. His eyes looked tired, his smile felt fake, and his heart felt loud with regret. For the first time, he allowed himself to feel the weight of his choices. He remembered Elric's words about control and realized that greed had been controlling him all along. Zavin returned to the tea shop, hoping to find Elric. The old man was there, sitting in the same place, as if waiting. Zavin sat down quietly and admitted that he was tired. Not tired of work, but tired of wanting. Elric listened without judgment and said that emotions are like waves. If you fight them, they drown you. If you understand them, they carry you forward. That night marked a slow but powerful change. Zavin did not become perfect, and he did not give away everything he owned. Instead, he began practicing self-control in small moments. He learned to pause before decisions, to ask why he wanted something, and to accept that enough is not weakness, it is wisdom. Over time, Zavin repaired some of the damage he had caused. Not everyone forgave him, but he learned to forgive himself. He started valuing people over profit and growth over greed. His life became simpler yet fuller. The hunger inside him softened into purpose. Zayvin understood that greed is not born from evil, but from fear. When we fear loss, we grab too tightly. When we fear emptiness, we try to fill it with things that never last. Emotional intelligence taught him to listen to his fear instead of obeying it, and self-control taught him to choose peace over pressure. In the end, Zayvin did not become the richest man in the city, but he became something greater. He became free. Free from endless wanting, free from comparison, and free from the noise inside his mind. And that freedom gave him a quiet smile that no amount